New Gen Gamers.com.
And it was just advanced enough to make it stand out against the Atari 2600/VCS. The graphics aren't phenomenal by any means, but they are slightly better in comparative games. Especially
the hockey thing.
When we take a look at Pitfall, you'll definitely see the Intellivision's power compared to the Atari 2600 version of that game.
He's definitely using the verb to the best of its ability. The verb meaning run. I mean, it's slow paced, but what can you expect? And as Ray said before, I believe on the NHL, hockey game, everything's in the right place. You'll see that the Intellivision's doing something that's unique. It's not taking overhead view or a side view.
Go!
It's really trying its best.
Go! Listen to the crowd.
Woo, they're going crazy.
We don't get much music with these games, but we do get a nice crowd.
But as I was saying, the Intellivision definitely has a nice isometric view of it, trying to give it, the 3D effect, almost the illusion of such. And we're seeing a lot of different colors on screen. Hopefully it won't go black and white again. I might jinx it.
We've had that problem with the original hardware.
For some reason, but whatever, we're still enjoying it. And that's the thing that we were talking about in between these segments, is we're really enjoying these games, to the point that, we're just having a blast playing them. It's fun. It's a fun system. They did so many things right. As we said before, the controller is great. You have 16 points of movement compared to the Atari that had 4. There's so many different things that, the games are tight. They play tight. The graphics are simple. It's not to the point where the Atari you had to completely use your imagination, not sure what the heck's going on half the time. We have our running men and we have our ball.
You can see the lines on the field,
Yeah.
The sports games on the Intellivision definitely made it stand out and were something they definitely touted because they were, like most of the games on the system, original games that were made by the Blue Sky Rangers, and this is using the NASL North American Soccer license to
promote it.
To promote it, yeah. Officially licensed sports game from that league, and
there's nothing better than having a couple, letters before the title of the game to really sell it, evidently. But, that's early licensing, and nowadays we see licensing's a key factor in selling a game. The Madden series it is Madden, so therefore it has the name attached to it, and it has a franchise legacy, and we're seeing the beginning of that in a lot of respects.
Yeah, in the United States,
that's huge.
It's the same way with soccer or football. The other football with the FIFA license. So
it does. It definitely a name sells a game. We are a consumer economy, and we love a little bit of a title to what we're buying and we're purchasing.
Sure, you want the official version rather than Uncle Bob's Soccer Good Time.
Uncle Bob's Tea Drop. I've never even played that. Don't know what it is, but
you don't want
sounds
to.
like an interesting game. Sounds like one of those games that should not have been released.
You don't want what Uncle Bob has.
No, you don't want any of that tea.
So, and you can see we're having a lot more luck scoring than we did in the hockey game because you have a bigger net, and the goalie doesn't seem quite as apt as he was.
If it just didn't take so long getting across that field, it's so dramatic.
I should be passing more, but it's.
But that crowd, it's so worth it when they cheer for you. You feel it.
Then you kick it out, but it's pretty good for the time. This is definitely a fun two-player game. And another thing we should mention with these two-player sports games is they were only two-player. There was no play the computer. You played a buddy or you played against yourself and thought you were really cool because you were winning.
Yeah.
That was your only options. Look at the fake out. Did you see that?
It's kind of like playing chess
nice.
with yourself. It's really, some people get into that, but most people who don't have a split personality or 4 hands or whatever you would need to do that, it's not fun. But hey, that means you got to call over a buddy, and everyone knows the history of video gaming. Having a buddy over makes a game the experience even better. You know, that the Nintendo Wii is sold on that fact now, that it is a family sit around, you know, play everything together system. And back in the day, that was the joy of it.
That's always been something that makes the home consoles great, because
it's the experience you have with a friend, something you share. It's just like any other medium. It's like books, it's like music, it's like movies. It's better when you share it with a friend and you share that experience with them.
So with these two-player games, you don't have a choice.
Absolutely not. But that's alright. We won't hold that against you in Intellivision, because you're just so darn fun.
You're just so darn cute in Intellivision, so shiny
with
and
your wood finish,
wood grainy.
Back to this wood finish.
With these curly
why?
controllers.
I don't understand this. What were these market meetings where they're like, give it a wood finish?
I don't know who decided that the 1980s was going to have either like sparkly and chrome silvery coloring, or it was going to have wood grain.
This brings up a good point.
Really
Why
lame.
did it take so long to get neon lights in our system? You know, the 80s was key on neon lights. They should have layered that thing with dangerous, poisonous lights and given it to children under 10. But hey, you know, too little, too late. So many lives not lost.
Now, as you can see, when we get right up by the net, you take control of the goalie. And hopefully nobody ate their Intellivision. There was an edible version they planned, but it just didn't seem feasible. After the keyboard debacle, they didn't want to start making promises.
The Intellivision cupcake. Alright.
Alright, so this is soccer. I'm going to make one more run. I know I'm not.
Go for it, Ron. Go for it. You never know.
Here comes Ray.
We're waiting for a Space Jam moment. Go!
So it ends as most soccer games do, in a tie.
Yeah. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Soccer.
N-A-H-L. N-A-S-L. Yes. N-A-S-L.
The Nassau Soccer.
The Nassels.
The Nassels.
Shark, shark. Shark, shark.
Shark, shark.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Shark, shark.
For the Intellivision.
Now, I like this game a lot because...
Oh, we can play two-player?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sweet.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do
How
two
do I
players.
choose? Let's see.
I'm
Sadly, I
guessing...
cannot read that.
It says game 1, game 2. Select 1 or 2. 2.
And then...
The little coral down at the bottom there.
Really?
It's my guess.
Right on. Now we are sharking it up. Now I like this game because there is a modern version of it that's pretty cool. It's called
Feeding Frenzy
for the Xbox 360 arcade. Alright, where are we?
We're in the ocean. We're fishes.
I'm the yellow one.
Yeah, I'm the red one.
So, if you've ever played Feeding Frenzy, you'll kind of get the idea of this game, but we'll explain it
Quit
again.
biting me, you...
Is that you?
Yeah! Quit biting me, you...
Coming to get you, boy. But Feeding Shark, I'm sorry, is basically you go around eating fish about your same size, you'll grow in size, and then you will be able to eat bigger fish. And it kind of reminds me of, like I said, Feeding Frenzy, or even the Spore nowadays. You know, the introduction level, the primordial level, whatever you would call that. The Spore level, I guess.
But this
The
was
cell,
the
I guess cell
originator
stage, my
of
bad.
all that, though.
And I just got eaten. And also, I like this game because you can tease the big sharks. Where am I?
Seahorse? If I could get over to Mr... Hey! Hey!
My bad.
My fish's still on the screen!
So I'm gone. But Shark is a very fun game. It has been released in many compilations. And it's basically what you see before you. Now, what I like about Shark is you can see the detail of the sand at the bottom of the ocean, the air bubbles coming up that are animated, the coral reef. I mean, that ocean's just moving. Look how fast that's going.
There's a lot of things going on for an early game.
That's cruising.
Dear Mr. Intellivision, sorry, Plimpton. My friend wants an Intellivision because of those great games. His dad wants him to have the other video game because it's cheaper. Could you do something about the price?
Dear, what was his name? I think I have something that'll make your friend very happy. Intellivision 2. The people at Mattel Electronics have drastically reduced the size and price, but it plays the same great games. Your friend's father has no excuse now.
Two Gen Gamers, Duck